It's all right.
You got this, friend. You're so brave.
Yo, that is a joke one of my nigga friends will make in real life. All right. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Hey Coworker Podcast. Some of your favorite not safe for work coworkers. I am RJ, the friendly neighborhood Dom, and this is
Aaron,
a.k.a.
Big Rox.
Not the little one.
Never the little one.
And we are your favorite not safe for work coworkers. Some of you the best coworkers in the world. Thank y'all for being here another week when you could have been anywhere. But you decided to be right here, liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving comments with timestamps, and we greatly appreciate it. And how are you, Vern?
I'm doing good, but luckily I'm in a good mood because if I was in a bad mood, I would have said, them niggas couldn't have been nowhere but right where they at. Them niggas got to go to work in the morning. But I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I got to go to work in the morning.
But it's the internet, so you can be anywhere you want to be. I'm just playing. You can go wherever you want to. Don't listen to me. I can just be grouchy sometimes.
You don't just have to listen to the pod in it's going to end up being my new t-shirt pull. Like
let's go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. RJ has on shorts. Yeah. They're fine. We've said it. We've announced it. Everybody was thinking it. We've gotten it out in the open.
My thighs are out, I guess. This summer, bro.
And now
like,
we can move on. Yeah, and it's hot as hell in Houston. Here's the thing. It was 85 degrees at 8 o'clock this morning. I don't want to hear nothing. I know we keep coming back to this, and I know we beating a dead horse. They not 100 of them not fucking with us, bro. It was 85 degrees at 8 o'clock this morning.
Did you see the one that was like 100 American women versus 100 British women?
The girl standing outside, was she standing outside on like a sidewalk or something? Okay, that's the one that I saw.
She was like, bro, they fight in Jamaica. Like
at the resort. It was the same video. She was like, yeah, I've been on holiday like at the all inclusive. They fight there. They don't
like they don't care about going to jail.
She was like,
bro.
we gonna hold our weight, but we gonna fight back. But let's keep
it all the way a bill. Like and them is regulars.
She said a lot of Americans have been to jail. I have been to jail.
I have not. And I feel like at this point...
And half is a lot.
Yeah.
Right now, half of this room has been to prison. I mean, jail. I have not been to prison.
Prison is a whole different thing. Damn, dog. I do know niggas that have been to prison, though. I know dudes back in England that have been to prison. Because the boys was on stuff. Bro, and I'm glad I got the time expired on the crimes I committed back there, too. So, like, we all good. Yeah. The fact that I actually never was kind of astounding.
Yeah. I lived,
what a life.
Yeah.
I thought
I've made it through.
I told you, occasionally I come back to, I'm older than I ever thought I would be.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the.
I forgot you said that.
Yeah. And some of it, I keep coming back to it because I'm like, yeah, I keep.
Cause see, you be putting me in these situations, and it's like, damn, do I be a co-host or do I be a friend?
Like, do I need to?
Do we need to talk?
No, we're good. We're good. You're not a mandatory reporter. You're all right. You're all right. And no, I'm not having no thoughts like that. I'm just saying, like I never really imagined aging. Mm-hmm. Like I thought, because at some point, like. I joined the military. I was like, they could deploy me anywhere. Like, I could die. Like
at any time.
Yeah, this is kind of what it is. Also, you're a black man in America. Like, who knows, bro? So,
meanwhile, I've been fantasizing about being a grandmother since I was in the 4th grade. So, I haven't even peaked yet.
No, you got some time.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I keep coming back to that. I'm like, yo, aging is weird, bro. And now I'm trying to although being in the gym like I have been in the gym feels like it adds years to your life.
Now, is it because you are at a comfortable medium place where you go to the gym regularly, but you are not because bodybuilders and people who are in the gym a lot, I heard that fucks their body up over time. It
does.
When I used to talk, when I was dating Short King, he would tell me, yeah, I know I'm enjoying this shit now. My legs are going to be done when I'm older.
So yes, but no. Mm-hmm. So they'll be done if he ever decides he's just going to quit.
To stop.
But at some point, he'll stop at some point as like you stop lifting nearly as heavy.
Right.
And you start to like focus on other things that are going to help you like strain the muscle, but are not going to put it under, like, as you get older, hopefully you get smarter and you figure out how to do stuff and you're not just trying to toss around weight. And hopefully you also had good form.
Wow.
And wore the right things to help you like not completely fuck yourself. But also Malcolm, that nigga's military.
Yeah.
So shit happens. He also be running on fucking hard pavement and shit and doing all types of wild shit. So who knows?
Yeah. Well, I think we're about to start going back to the gym. I'm finally eating enough now.
Dope.
To where he mentioned something about getting a membership somewhere. So
has he been in the gym?
No, he hasn't. But that's what you were saying. We might start going. I don't like for us to work out together. I don't mind us going to the gym together, but I don't like to work out with him.
Okay. Why's
like
that?
I don't know. I like for him to be there and I can like ask him for help if I need help or show him something if I'm proud of myself or something like that. But like us together, I'm not really fond of it.
Me and Lil One don't really work out together. Just kind of like I be in the gym when she's in the gym, which is kind of rare, and they just kind of like come and help each other, or I come and check on her occasionally.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Keep eyes on her.
I like to, hey, am I doing this right? Okay, now go back over to where you was at, or
it's a lot of that.
Oh, look how much weight I got. Look how many I can do. You know, me showing him stuff, but then
and she wanted me to give her a kiss, and then sometimes I smack. You know. Oh, I trained one of my coworkers.
Okay.
Because they asked me about. I did not smack her on the ass. Sorry, HR.
Y'all was off the clock.
Yeah. True. Still weird. Nah, she is at the job and she's like, yeah. I'd seen her in the gym a couple times. And I was like, you ever gonna start lifting? Do you lift at all? She was like, no, never have. I was like, she's like, but I want to grow my legs and my behind. And I was like, that's not really gonna happen on the Stairmaster. It's kind of counterproductive, but yeah.
Well, I know, because I would do I try to do the Stairmaster, but just the highest intensity, but going slow, just to get my, like, instead of doing the treadmill, like to warm up when I get in there, the Stairmaster, but like, not maybe the highest, but like a high intensity, but going very slow.
I mean, you can grow your legs that way, but
it'll take much longer, and
it's not the type of strain and overload that you need in order to produce.
Seems like more of a toning thing, or like more of a.
Well, it's you're going to, because it's also cardio. It's heavily cardio, so you're gonna burn a lot of fat, and like your body's gonna go, okay, I'm needing to move this much, which means I don't need all of this muscle. I gotta find a different thing to do with it. So, but when you weight lift a lot, you're putting yourself under strain and you're not burning nearly as many calories. It's more of a controlled burn. Yeah.
I'm ready. So we were talking, me and Vet, and we've had this conversation before when I first started going to the gym before, and it's just so crazy. I was so, even back then, like even earlier, late last year when I was at the height of like going to the gym and the way my body looked, like the peak, I was still like, I want to gain weight. I would to be right there, right? I would give so much to just be back where I was that I didn't appreciate then. Like I didn't like. I remember looking at my body then, like come like December, I had stopped going to the gym, but I was still eating good. So I was like, I need to get back in the gym. Like I don't really like. You know, I need to get back in the gym. I'm looking back from videos from right then, like, oh, girl, you looked great. You looked amazing.
You looked wonderful. Yeah. I'm, however, having the opposite. As I look back, I'd be like,
I used to come out like that.
I was like, oh, you were fat, bro. Like, I was looking at it. I was like, oh, you were a chunky boy, and it looks worse. And I looked even worse than because on camera is something different than off camera. I looked even worse than I did then. It was wild.
Yeah, I was talking to Vet and I was like, because we had this conversation before, but we just had to have it again because I'm eating so much. Genetically, I'm not going to get fat. That's just not, I mean, I won't say never, but my mama didn't get her grown woman weight till she was 40. I have a relatively small family. It just don't, it's not in the cards. If I want to gain weight, I'm going to have to work for it. But as I've been eating, I thought, what's more important, a fat ass or a flat stomach? Because what if you can't really control where the weight go, and I'm not in the gym right now. So if I don't get in the gym and I'm just eating, I do know that my body typically I gain weight very evenly. I first see it in my face, but I gain weight very evenly. But that does include my stomach. A flat stomach is my end all be all. If I could get thick thighs, ass out this world, it could look exactly what I want. If it come with a stomach, you can get rid of all of that shit. Don't want it. I ain't never had a fat ass. I'll live. I've always had a flat stomach. My entire life, I have had a flat stomach. I cannot go, I rely, you know how many crop tops I got? I don't own. The only full length shirts I have are graphic tees. Everything else is a crop top.
I wonder if this is specifically,
I asked Instagram. I put it on my story. There was mixed reviews. There was mixed reviews for mixed reasons. Like there were some people who answered fat ass because they ain't never had a flat stomach, which is the same thing that I said. I'm saying flat stomach because I ain't never had a fat ass. There are people who say a fat ass because I ain't never had one. That's really what I want. I could get the flat stomach myself. If I could wake up tomorrow, I'd choose the fat ass.
I've had a flat stomach before, but if you told me you could have no chest, like you'd be bird chest, concave, or that or a flat stomach, I would absolutely choose the chest that I have over like a bird concave chest.
But you said you used to have a flat stomach?
It's gone way down, which is surprising.
I do think it's different. Of course it's different for men and women, but I'm trying to see what the equivalent would be, because a flat stomach for y'all, I don't think it's the same, because y'all don't y'all don't really wear crop tops. You should. You could. Y'all really only y'all stop wearing crop tops when you stop playing football. I like the little crop tops that y'all wear in football, the little half shirts. I got a couple of those.
That was also an era thing. Certain eras did that more than others.
Yeah. I think I like when guys wear crop tops. Straight guys, I think it's cool. I really do, and that's not even being funny.
You talking about like the football thing?
No.
Just like crop tops?
Yeah, like the alternative guys who like don't care. They paint their nails. They wear a crop top. That shit. Like I got a homeboy. He's not my his dad and my uncle best friends. So that's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? We grew up together. We took karate together. We both got purple belts. That's my cousin. But anyway, he's grown to be kind of alternative. He be painting his nails. He real skinny though, but he be wearing his little crop tops and shit. And I be like, that shit, I like that. Look at that boy. That boy got stretch pants. Sorry, I watched Roll Bounce.
Tough. I don't think I've ever watched that movie in its entirety.
Roll Bounce? Big Bow Wow fan here, so.
That's true. I thought about painting my nails once. Never really got around to it.
Maybe just one.
That would be interesting.
Put a little design on it. Maybe you put a design on one finger. Not even fully painted, like maybe just the coat. And then just put one, like, not a heart, of course, but like one little symbol thing just on the nail. Like the nail don't have no base color. You just see your nail in the background, but like a little star or R or J. Just one little thing on one nail. You know what I mean? I think that'd be cool. That's a little easy way to see if you like it. See if this is something that you could make a thing.
Break myself in.
Ease in, dip your toe in the water.
Be easier to just start with my toes, but you know.
Ooh.
Oh, that's worse?
Ooh, that's kind of a line for me, friend. I'm gonna.
Oh, for real?
I don't know. Painted nails, I can do.
Toenails?
Toes, you a bad bitch. I don't know, because who even gonna see that? Like, what you finna, why your toes out? Huh? You're doing this for yourself.
Like, what if I just want to see?
No, you doing this for yourself. Cause see, I like when people do stuff for other people. People like to say, "Oh, I dress for me." No, you don't, nigga. If you went outside, you put all the effort into that outfit, you go outside and don't nobody tell you fresh, you gonna be a little bit hurt. You want the compliments. You want to hear somebody tell you that. You might not do it for them, but we all. When I put effort into an outfit, I want somebody to tell me that it's cute. You didn't go and you didn't stepped outside your comfort zone and got your nail done, one nail. That's cool. Other people can see it. Your toes. I can't see you. I don't know if I ever seen your toes before. And they painted, that's for you.
You would, no one would ever see them. It would just be, because this is the thing. If I'm scared of other people seeing them, then you test it out on your toes because no one will ever see your toes.
No, you test it out on your hand because there's fingernail polish remover. You can just take it off if you don't like it.
I mean, that's true. Why? We went all the way around to just be like, yeah, you could just take it off.
You could just take it off. Hell, you don't even got to let it dry. And if you do it fast, if you be like, hell no, I don't like that. You can really hit one of these. Real quick, and nobody will ever know. When people be telling me like, oh, I want to try wearing stuff like this. I want to try. Bro, what's stopping you?
Just go.
You got cameras in your house? Are you under like some type of 24-hour surveillance, bro, or something?
You could literally go to the store and just try it on and see what it looks like.
You don't even got to bring it home.
You could just try it on.
Just go try it on.
That's an option.
And they be like, everything you put on is so cute. I just show you. What the hell?
Y'all are wilding.
Everything you buy is cute. Girl, hell no.
I curated all of these videos for you.
Look, they're edited, bro. I literally took out the parts I didn't like. That's literally all the editing I do is taking out the parts I don't want and leaving. This video was 13 minutes long and it is cut down to 45 seconds.
God damn.
It's just because I leave the camera rolling while I'm changing clothes and jewelry and all of that stuff. Sometimes the food come and
fair
videos. It's 13-minute video cut down to 23 seconds. Like, come on. There's a lot of stuff that you won't see.
When I was on TikTok and like making videos, bro, them voiceovers were a lot. And sometimes I think about going back and like remaking some of them. Mm-hmm. But it's just so much effort. I'd be like, I do not actually care that much to remake some of these. And some of the ones, and even some of the things that I made that I would remake because I can't use them anymore.
Because of where you were?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't even have the energy to be like, and this is longer than it would absolutely work and it would absolutely probably make me some money. But I'd be like,
it probably won't just because it's TikTok. I've seen so many people complain. I got out of the fund again. Being out of that bitch. Cause like I just don't like you can check your RPM before you have a video go viral. That should be like 98 cents, $1.04. Let you get a video that go viral. They're gonna drop that shit down to 14 cents. They've been dropping it down for people. They pick and choose so much. It's just I follow a creator who's been talking about it a lot, about how it used to be where people could quit their jobs and do social media full time. He feel like you can't no more. I feel like you absolutely still can. You just not getting the money directly from TikTok.
No, you're gonna have to do a bunch of other things to piecemeal a bunch of things together. It's to say, like, there are parts of the game that I understand more now because I be around artists, especially poets who are making a living off of what's the name and use social media for that. And like, social media is usually the tool that you're using to do another thing.
To do something else, yeah. You've got to, like, that's one of the reasons why building community is so important to me, because I don't just need a whole bunch of followers. I need people who are going to support me outside of this app, because this is not it for me. You know,
like the whole thing is people are, and everybody that's built a platform, they built a platform off of, for the most part, being good at something and being able to like get you to like that they are good at that thing. Whether that be the dude who dyes shoes, somebody who like writes fucking skits on TikTok. Cause some of them shits, I'd be like, I would not watch this if it was a TV show. But I absolutely love this, and I will come back to it every chance I get. And then some of them I've seen where I'm like, I absolutely would watch this as a TV show. Why you ain't sold this to nobody yet? And then I saw someone wrote a book based on their like TikTok series, which I was like, it's actually kind of fire.
And then you could sell it on TikTok. Yeah. Speaking of, wait, how are you doing?
I am good. People are trying to convince me that I should go into training as a like side hustle, which like I would have to go get certified and whatnot to do that.
Probably. I mean, if you want to be like a professional with a business and not be sued.
Yeah.
Like personally.
I would have to get some type of insurance as well.
Yeah, but is it something you think you would enjoy?
I enjoy working out, so yeah.
That is, but you won't. That what?
As long this is the thing. Training with my coworker was different because I was instructing her. It's different when someone comes and they want to work out with me and do my workout because now we're gonna have fun because I'm gonna make this hurt because it hurts me and now we're gonna have fun because you're gonna see what I put myself through and if you last, you're gonna get so much respect from me. But typically you're not going to. One of my coworkers did my workout with me. She threw up.
Oh, I've been there
twice. Yeah, she kept going though.
Oh, yeah, I had to leave before I beat that lady ass. And I went in the parking lot and threw up. She would have absolutely whooped my ass. I was done. But I would have tried. And then I would have threw up in there. But I did make it to, well, actually, I made it to another parking lot.
What was she having you do, bro?
I don't even remember, but it was literally my first session with her. It was too much. It was my first I just got here, girl.
So I was working out with my coworker and I'm instructing her because I gave her a bunch of workouts. I wrote a program for her. And I'm just taking her through each like workout and us trying to figure out how much weight you should be doing.
Yeah.
And half the time, this is the thing.
Doing one rep maxes.
Kind of like we're doing like how many can you do like 2 or 3 reps? How many are you gonna? And then sometimes we're doing like a set of 6 to figure out if she can like do it and maintain that weight to figure out what's challenging. And then after, so I was like, I've gone through all the things with her. Then I'm gonna do one more with her where I take her through like an upper body day, which is for her. She's gonna be shoulders and back. And we're gonna go from there, and then I'll check in with her every once in a while. And that is also very different than being a full-time, full-on coach and having sessions with people.
Right. Oh, okay. So you're thinking like 1 or 2 sessions to make sure you know your form, what exercises to do, see what you need, how much weight.
But because this is the thing, I did that with her and I wasn't being paid. But this is the thing, do what I do. She was like, I don't want to squat that. I don't think I can do that. And I'm like, you absolutely can do this. Get out of the bar. And when people don't like, because I'm like, I know you can. I'm looking at you. I know you can. This isn't, and I'll spot you. But you don't really trust yourself, and you don't trust my ability to assess like that you are underestimating yourself. Sometimes that gets a little frustrating.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I don't like working out with my man. Cause leave me the fuck alone. I said I don't want to. I know you can. Duh, nigga. I know I can too. I don't want to.
So it's not so if it was I don't want to, then I'd be like, that's different. Maybe like I actually can't do that. And I'm like, yes, the fuck you can. Oh. You absolutely can do that. You don't want to do that. But you should say, I don't want to do that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because I'd be quick to say, I don't want to do that because I wish you would try to tell me what I can't do. I know I can. I absolutely can. I could probably do it 3 times, but I don't want to.
Yeah, that's a very different thing. Because I don't like that I can't. That'll bother me. Because yes, you can.
That's the reason we started with what we started with.
Yes, so I can
know physically what you can and can't.
You literally can. I know for a fact you can.
Yeah.
But hey, people like they do what they got to do and all of it is a process of building up confidence anyway. Because I remember the first time back squatting is scary. Which is why people are doing it on the Smith machine and like all these other and they have all these other like leg press machines because barbell back squatting is terrifying a little bit.
Especially because you have to be at an angle and you have this bar on your back and you're like, it's just, I'm not confident that this bar isn't gonna.
and then I am going to be able to stabilize my core and everything to not get folded like a fucking accordion as I'm doing all of this because I have seen so many times or imagine so many times like getting crushed under this. Like there's a whole bunch of those thoughts that go through people's heads. One of the things I will tell you is you will at some point eat shit. Just go with it. It'll be okay. Because and by eat shit, I mean, at some point you're just going to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not going to be able to get the weight up, and that's okay. Like you haven't really tried until you're like, oh yeah, it's I can't get this up and I got to drop this bar.
Right. Yeah. Dropping them bars but make my nerves bad. I know people do it, and sometimes you just got to get this weight up
or
off you,
like
but
without
it make my nerves bad.
The thing is, if I usually stop before I get to that point because I can tell, my form is getting off.
Mm-hmm.
If I do another rep, I'm going to have really, really bad form, and I'm going to either hurt myself or not be able to get this thing up, and I'm going to have to drop this. So I just, like, okay, you've come to failure, but failure as in like your form has now become off.
You know what's so crazy? What one exercise? Well, no, there's a few exercises that I can think about, like that I'm kind of excited to get back into doing. But the number one would actually be RDLs, and I used to hate them.
Oh, you want to do them now?
Yeah, I enjoy them.
You know,
once I learned how to do them properly, and I didn't feel it so much in my back,
and you felt them in your thighs,
then and I can tell a difference at the end of the day. Like at the end of the session, I can tell a difference if I've done RDLs or not. I think that is the one exercise that if I don't do it, I can walk out of here fine. No matter, and I'm going to be hurt the next day. But doing them RDLs, I'm wobbling up out of here.
You know what mine is?
What?
That Bulgarian fucking split squat.
Yeah, them split squats.
And I do mine on the Smith machine. So I am I remember I was in there. I told you about that. I was in there that day, and that old man came up to me and he was like, "That's a lot of weight, big dog." Because I was doing 275 on the Smith machine, fucking Bulgarian split squat, and everybody's like, "What the fuck are you on, bro?"
Yeah. Why? How do you even do that on there?
So you take the bench and you just put it behind you, and then take your get your right positioning and squat.
Yeah. No, I don't like that machine.
The Smith machine.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't used to like it.
It's still scary to me, is why.
I didn't used to like it. I like it now because I use it for specific things. I use it for, I use it for shoulders. The only thing I don't use it for is back, which maybe I should change that. We'll see.
I like the cables, the cords. I like those. But I haven't. One of the reasons that we're waiting is because my apartment. That's where I've been going. That's where I was going to the gym. They remodeling. Who knows how long that's gonna take? So it's closed down. It's been closed down for over a month already. And so who knows how long it's gonna take? So I'm gonna have to get used to getting up and going to the gym. Like it's just been in my apartment. I can walk, but now I actually have to like drive somewhere and go.
That might be good for you.
Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? The world. I mean, no one really can say.
True.
I'm unpredictable in that way. Who knows how this is gonna affect me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume it would be good. Because this is the thing. If I was off every day, I would need a reason to be out my house. But I would find reasons to be in my house. I feel like people give you reasons to be out the house. But maybe this will be another thing that helps you get out the house.
But the gym is also outside the house. Like it's not in my room. It's like
That's true.
Yeah, I gotta leave. I can either walk to the gym right here and be very close to my home, or I gotta get in my car. And now the gym that we will be going to, it's not far. It's on the same street. It's not far, but still, I have to leave my apartment complex.
Fair.
Yeah, but I am more likely to get something to eat. Because like once I'm done, because I'm already out.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll be the days I go to the gym, I eat breakfast outside. The days I don't go to the gym, I just eat breakfast at home. Maybe. We'll see. Can't get fat. Gotta get fine.
I'm trying to unbig my back as we speak.
I'm trying to biggen my... Okay, you remember I think I told you on here that I have started going to other people's comments and being mean to them when they come in my comments, being mean to me. That's one of my new. I like it, but it works too well. They keep blocking me. They keep blocking me. That is no fun. They're such losers. That's not fun. I got into it with this girl yesterday, and I'm gonna summarize this. It was on my fashion page, which there's nothing controversial on here. If you don't like the outfit, just don't like the outfit. Just like there's no reason to be mean. There's nothing confrontational. I'm not even talking in half of these videos. If you don't like the outfit, simply don't like the outfit. Some girl came in my comments being incredibly rude for no reason. She didn't like the outfit. Girl, it's not for you then. That's fine. I went to her page and I said, I know you ain't talking with them big ass fucking shoes on your feet. Every picture she turned around like this. She tried to call me skinny, saying my clothes too big, and I said, she said something about her being thick. I said, ma'am, you are in the same angle in every single picture. Stand up straight, Shamar. Exactly. Now see what she thought this was going to be. She tried to get back with me. You know what I'm saying? I went to her pictures and started lighting her ass up. But she tried to get back with me on some, you look like a horse. You look like Eddie Murphy. You're ugly. You're skinny. You're whatever. Bro, I'm finna embarrass the fuck out of you. I went to her pictures and I said, I know that ain't your washing machine sitting next to your sink, sitting next to your stove that I see. I know that. Then she had the nerve to say something about me being dirty and her washing. I said, yeah, it would be very easy to wash if everything was right there. I bet you took this picture sitting on the goddamn bathtub because the picture was of her feet. And you could see her washing machine, her sink, and her stove in the background in the picture. And I'm like, you was probably sitting on the edge of the bathtub when you took this picture. Everything in one room, ain't it? And that's when she blocked me. Yeah, you thought this was finna be you're ugly and you're fat and I can call you this and blah. No, bitch, I'm finna embarrass the fuck out of you.
The only place in which that's acceptable, really, I feel like is New York. Because them niggas' rent is high. I feel sorry for them
her house.
Yeah. I feel sorry for them niggas every time they talk about rent. I be like, God damn. You gotta pay what?
No, you don't gotta. So I'm finna talk about it. I have a rule when it comes to going back and forth with people. I try my hardest to not attack anything that you can't change. I try not to call people ugly, depending on what they ugly. Like if you just I try not to do that because you can't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? How you look. Choices that you make, outfits that you choose to put on, ways that you choose to wear your hair, the fact that you don't have no edges, those are all choices that I am going to address. I am going to talk about it. And I'm gonna do it every time. I'm coming under all and then she blocks me. But Facebook has an option that says when you block somebody, I block a lot of people. When you block somebody, it says, do you want to block this person? Or do you want to block this person and any other accounts that they may make? She picked the wrong one because I went to my other page and I went back over there. And I said, not you. Not only did she block me, she deleted the photos that I commented on. Not just my comments. Deleted the whole motherfucking pictures. Bitch, you look a mess. You look crazy out here.
Oh, you won for real? Did you when you saw that you won, did you like leave her alone?
Yeah, I left her alone. But not before I took screenshots. If I ever see you again, bitch, it's up for you. And I took screenshots. And I went back to the page and I took screenshots of the fact that the pictures that I commented on are gone. Ho, I won.
In case there was ever receipts needed?
I have them. Vaughn literally just texted me this morning. Earlier today, it was like one of those quote pages, but it was just like, there's two sides to every story. And then there's me with these screenshots. We ain't got to figure shit out. It's right here. We ain't got to figure. No, he said what? She said what? No, it's right here.
Oh yeah, I still have all the screenshots from like that situation back in. I was like, oh no, I'm keeping all of these.
The oldest text message thread in my phone. I have not talked to that person since October of 2013.
Mine, I think I had to delete. I finally realized that like, my iMessage thing was taking up a lot of memory on my phone because I have conversations in there from I think 2017. So
it's usually not the conversations. It's easy to delete the whole thread if you don't need it, but it's usually not the conversations. It's attachments. Yeah. So that's the first thing I do. If I get a low storage thing, I go to my attachments and I just delete everything out of the messages because I already have it in my camera roll.
A lot of it, I also had to realize a lot of it is stuff that I sent that it's saving in both places. I'm like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, or if somebody sends something to me and I've saved it to my camera roll, it's still saved in the text messages. That's why I just go through and like it lets you delete the attachments right from right there. But yeah, like they keep blocking me. The last time this happened, I think I told y'all he put a picture of Jigsaw from Saw in the comments. Do you want to play? We can.
Yeah, These niggas, I don't know what they.
We can.
These niggas is on weird shit.
This last one was really funny to me though because she came in so hot. Like she left a comment, I didn't see it for about an hour, and then I left a comment, I responded, and she didn't see it for about an hour. So then when I came back to check it, it had been a while, and she was like, "Yeah, I was asleep, bitch. You thought you was finna blah blah blah. You thought you was finna leave all these comments on my pictures. No, I'm about that like blah blah blah." And then look at you now, blocked me like a hoe. Like a baby back bitch. You pussy. Sorry. Cause everybody don't move like you, and it's hard when you gotta realize that everybody don't move like you. Cause I have rules for myself all the time. I have rules of engagement. Other people, the people just be moving all William Nilliam. That's not me. I have rules of engagement.
William Nilliam.
If you say something to piss me off and I respond, I can't. It don't matter what it is. If I respond at all, even once, I can't block you or I lost. I mean, like I cannot block, even if I just stop responding. Even though I don't say anything, I cannot block you. The only way I can block you is if you block me first. And then I can be like, well, bitch, you can't come back. I'm blocking you because now you can't come back.
Usually on on TikTok, people, I don't have to do nothing because if I usually make a video about you, you don't want that smoke. Because then people will
I asked her before she blocked me. She didn't respond to that. When I told her about the bathtub, at the same time, I asked her. I said, "You're telling me that I look like XYZ. Would you like for me to? I have this picture here of you. I have this picture here of me. Would you like me to ask? Matter of fact, you ask. Put it on your page because I know how that works. Typically, whoever paid, like my followers gonna be on, and then she didn't have that many followers. She had under 1,000 followers. So I'm like, okay, my folks.
This is on IG.
Facebook, on my backup page on Facebook. But I do have a modest little 35,000 followers on my backup page.
But this is the thing. Facebook is bad because they can leave long ass comments and they don't care like they do on Instagram. Like it's different over there.
Facebook is not the place you really as a creator. Facebook is the last place I want to argue because
they got too much fucking time.
Nope, that's not it. We have an advantage. I got real big nuts over here. Mm-hmm. I got a platform. You can't reply to videos with a reel on Facebook. If at any point I don't want because I'm just texting, I'm just talking to you here. Mm-hmm. When I get to the point where I want to make a video, I can't, and that is the reason that I don't deal with Facebook because I can shut all of this shit down real easy, simple with a video. Text that shit can go on and on and on. I'll shut all this shit down.
And this is the thing that happens to me on IG specifically because I can't reply with a video. If I were able to,
why you can't? On Instagram, you can.
Well, on Instagram, you can't. You can, but the comments are so long.
Oh yeah, they You ain't petty enough. Because you
screenshot the entire comment and then read it out and then respond.
A green screen, and I move to the side so you can read that shit while I'm going off on this motherfucker. I'ma scoot over to the side, pause to read if you need to, nigga. That's what he said, and this is what I'm right here. Cause why the fuck would you even say that shit? It ain't spelled right. It don't sound right. Don't make no damn sense.
There is no punctuation, and I think you can edit on Instagram. Mm-mm. Oh, for real? Mm-mm. Facebook used to let you edit.
You still can. Comments and like posts and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
TikTok has like where you can edit your post after. That shit does not work. They always got to review it and they never approve it, bro. I literally forgot to tag. Like I posted a video and then I posted another video. I just wanted to mention, like I just wanted to tag my own video in the comments. Forgot to do it. They was like, nope, didn't pass our review. I tried to go back and just change the thumbnail because I forgot to set the thumbnail.
You talking about when you delete and re-edit?
No. There's an edit button that will let you change. That will let you edit the caption, add a location, change the thumbnail or whatever. But they say okay, it's been submitted for approval, and they never approve it. All I'm doing is trying to change like the video. We haven't talked about that yet, but I posted a video today, and I just wanted to go back and put words. So like, please watch this before following me, so I could pin it on my page because I'm dead ass serious. I mean it so much, and it wouldn't approve it.
It kind of did the same thing to me recently. I was trying to put some words on a post on what's the name because but yeah. But you were gonna say we haven't talked about that yet. Well,
oh yeah. Anytime I get an influx of black men Men in general, but white men don't never follow me. I don't really see too many white men follow me, especially not in droves. So
fair.
I'm talking about black men because that's my experience. But anytime a bunch of black men start following me all at once, the first thing I do is try to figure out where they're coming from. What video was it? What did I say? Did I say I must have did something wrong? I must have said something wrong. I must have took a wrong turn somewhere because why is it so many niggas following me? This time it was not that. It was just the music. There was a video of me dressed very girly. I have on a very dainty pink top with some floral pink pants on, very girly, and I'm listening to music that's not that at all, and I'm dancing and singing along to "Ain't Nobody Scared of Your Baby Daddy But You." Like this is like it's a very like the clothes does not match the song at all, but the song is hard. So it's a lot of men who like the song. They like the fact that I fuck with that kind of music. Niggas is like, is she married? I'm ready to marry her. Here's my digital ring right now. Ill.
That's crazy.
In the comments, they don't give a shit. But because I'm rapping a song, and I'm like, oh, so this must be what it feels like to be a white girl.
You niggas is easy.
Now this must be what it feels like to be a white girl on TikTok. Have you seen those videos where they're like, if you're a white girl with low views, and all of a sudden she just all she gotta do is put on a trap song and start singing the words and doing all of this, and there it goes.
Is that views. A thing?
Yes. Them young white girls, them late high school, maybe like 17 to like 23. It's really hard to tell because they age, But that's the age range that they look. They might all be 13. I don't fucking know. They age so terribly. But anywho, that's their little cheat code. Especially the ones with a lot of followers, views a little low. Put on a trap song and rap to it. But anyway, I had to make a video saying everything I do on my page is for black women. This page is a whole lot of things, but what it is not is a space. It's not a safe space for no fuck shit. Don't come over here with that. If you come over here, get somewhere and sit down. I don't play. I run a tight ship. You can come, get your ass in here and sit down. You will be escorted out. We do not fuck around.
Heard.
And so I had to make that disclaimer because there was so many of them following me. And it's just like, did y'all look at the page? Cause this is just one video. I hate when people follow me off one video. Go look and see, cause I'm on this right now. I might not stay on this.
That's like, remember when I told you about that thing with that white lady who was like, protect all women, like, which is why I have pinned videos now on my shit. Like, hey, this is what I be on. Yeah, this is what I talk about.
This is what I'm known for. This is what you're gonna see the most of. You might see whatever you follow me for. Sure, something like that might come back up every now and then, but this is what I do here. I literally started the video off by saying this is a fashion page first and foremost. It's also a music page because I like to mix those things. It's also a comedy page because that's who I am. Those are all the things it ain't. Let me tell you what it's not. Don't get over here playing around. Don't get in there and ask me for nothing. Get in there and sit down. Enjoy, eat, get some popcorn. Eat so much popcorn that you can't talk. Stuff your fucking face. I don't care what you got to do. Don't say shit to me if it ain't positive or nobody else in here. And I think I swear I made that video because I was getting a lot of male followers, and I'm like, okay, well, hopefully this is a fresh video. When you follow somebody, TikTok will start showing you their videos like back to back to back, like just like right then. I don't mean forever. I mean like right then. After you follow them, if you close out the app, you're gonna see their videos. I'm like, hopefully this one will pop up, and they get the message, so we don't have to have no problems.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about I need to re-record mine.
Like your little intro.
Yeah,
let people know what's going on.
Just so y'all know, this is me again. These are all the things that I be doing over here. Hey, don't be on no fuck shit.
Leave it at the door, cause
don't get in my. I need to combine that with the. I'm gonna combine that with the DM video, being like, cause remember I told them my DMs was closed because they be acting raggedy. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna combine them two videos. That way I can get another funny pinned video or maybe something with the pod again on there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've been using my pinned videos on my backup page. I don't really use them so much on my main page. My main page, I don't really have to make announcements like that because it's all over the place. But here, like, it's fashion. That's all it is. Like on my main page, I don't make disclaimers like that because although I still feel that way, it is more likely that I'm going to say something to ruffle your feathers on my main page. I don't think I'm ever saying nothing outlandish, but it is what it is. People, everybody got their feelings, and that's cool. But it's more like on this page, I don't even know why you following me. If I'm being honest, I'm not gonna tell you not to, but I don't understand why you here. It is a fashion page. And the music is going to vary.
Valid.
It ain't gonna all be Hashi. So I don't know. We'll see. I let them know though. It was a few of them in there. I respected. Oh, this is the video that made me follow. Okay, you already talking too fucking much, nigga. Shut up. Just hit the follow button and shut your ass up. I don't give a fuck.
Because it's the fashion page. This is the fashion page. Calm down. Go over to the main page. You probably want the main page.
So a dude did comment and was like, he was like, ma'am, I'm so sorry, but you all over my FYP. I'm sorry if it feels weird that I keep liking your stuff. And I was just like, it don't help that I got like 4 pages. So I haven't seen you, sir. You probably been liking videos from a whole different page.
God damn.
And the drugs, I can say drugs on here. The drugs got me like, I'm up. I'm making content. I'm in a good mood. I have so much more energy.
Side note, I'm gonna tell you how motherfuckers be freaking the algorithm, because they absolutely will do that shit. Yeah, but we did have a docket. I actually made one for the first time no, we had one. When was the last time we had a docket?
We've had one, we just ain't used it. Yeah. The last time we used the docket, I don't know. It's been weeks. Episodes.
Sorry, my brother just texted me. I was going to try to find something, and then I opened up a text by accident, and I don't know if he's preaching or not, but it sounded like it. And I'm just like, I just want to.
I saw a guy with a guy's name. He has a guy's name, but he has the girl spelling of a guy's name. And that made me mad because you're a guy.
What was the name?
Aaron.
What's the girl spelling?
Erin.
Okay.
Why is your name not Aaron? Or at the very least Eren, like from Attack on Titan, but Aaron is your name.
Fair. Sorry, I was.
We have fresh stuff to talk about.
Yeah, kind of. I was like, you ever know, like you wrote something down late at night, and you be like, this may not actually be appropriate to talk about on a pod.
Oh, I'd be just jotting random words down and later be like, what the fuck did I mean by this? What is monkey noodle soup? What is that supposed to trigger in my brain?
I'll do that all the time. We talked about that. Low key older than I ever thought I would be. I'm surrounded by bratty women is one of the things that I realized.
I love that for you.
Y'all get on my nerves.
You want us to be off your nerves?
Sometimes.
No, that's fun. You have so many nerves.
No.
These nerves are a little stressed out. Let's just go over here.
No, because I get it from so many angles. Bro, so this is the thing. Big dog at work, like my that used to be my 23-year-old coworker. She's now, I call her Big Dog. Big Dog refuses to do things to take care of herself. Big Dog was like, she's telling me today, she's like, oh yeah, I went and got a gallon of water to have in my office. I said, oh, okay. I said, why'd you get that? She's like, I didn't want to clean my water bottle. I said, so you went and did the effort of buying a jug of water to have in your office rather than just cleaning your water bottle? And she said,
As a nigga who don't like to clean, I'm not, this is gonna sound crazy to you. I can't do this because I just filed bankruptcy. But I wanted a new car because my car was dirty. I'm not playing. After I looked at that video of Vet having that dirty ass trunk, that dirty ass tire in my trunk, I was just like, I just want a whole new car. And then it was loud the other day. I thought the car was loud. I was like, I'm just finna get a new car. What? This is crazy. Anytime I would rather buy a new anything than clean it. Unfortunately.
Fair.
Yeah, I feel her on that.
But then she tried to tell me, she's like, oh, I'm just gonna drink all of this today. I said, first of all, that's a gallon. It is currently 2:23 in the afternoon. You ain't even got through a third of that. You think you're gonna finish the rest of that by 5? Yeah, I could do it. I said, okay. I came back to her office. She's like, I'm just drinking. She's like, I gotta stop drinking all this water because I have to go to the bathroom so often. I said, well, why are you drinking so much? She's like, I have to prove to you that I can actually finish all this water. She's like, I want to send you a picture being like, ha.
And it's going to be her next drowned on the side of it.
She already sent me the picture. She ain't got halfway through. I was like, I told you. But you did all right. You did okay. Good job, big dog.
I wouldn't have quit.
You'd have tried to make yourself sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have threw up for sure.
Dog, even my cat's a brat. He act just like fucking Joy, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, just like. I took a video last night and then sent it to her of him acting like her.
I asked him why he ain't do nothing for his birthday today, and he rolled his eyes at me. I said, "You right, I'm being messy." I'm being messy. He rolled his eyes like, ask her. Ask them why we ain't doing nothing for my birthday today.
Bro, he's so sassy. I told you what I call that boy. I call him Pussy Boy. Because the way you walk around sometimes, I'm like, you are such, you big puss. That's who you are. Yeah, damn. It gets on my nerves though. Especially in the morning. I be trying to sleep. He'll like walk up to you and be like, "You alive?"
Then get up.
Yeah. Or because like if I sleep a certain way, my hand is like slightly in the air. He'll be like, "Oh, that hand is up for me." Oh,
that's hand for rubbing.
Yeah, that's a hand for pets. So now I'm coming to get pets because I see the hand is up. Obviously, you want me to come get pets because you don't have that hand up unless it's for me. Mm-hmm. You fucking narcissist. Like everything's not about you, bro.
Right. Yeah. Quick side note, I was talking to my homegirl today. She was talking about this nigga that she dealing with. And she called him a narcissist. I said, girl, he just mean, girl. That nigga selfish. God damn, he's not clinically, girl, no. He might need anger management at most, but bitch, he's selfish. Yes. That's it. He just don't give a fuck. He don't like you. It's not narcissism. The nigga selfish and don't like you.
The fact that, bro, people really be needing to pathologize being rejected in romantic situations. Everybody is not.
Oh my gosh. I came across a video that I made a couple of years ago. I was at work when I made it. Mm-hmm. And all I said in the video, there were so many girls mad at me. That this was the first time a man was agreeing with me, and I had to go back and clarify some shit. But what I said was, I have a homegirl who would get mad because niggas would just like, was it that they would ghost her or start treating her different or whatever. Long story short, I was telling her, you are in the courting phase. This is the dating phase. This is the time to see if you like somebody or not. They're realizing that they don't like you for whatever reason. You don't like these niggas either. You just mad because they don't like you, but you also don't like them. She complaining to me about a nigga, and I'm like, she was like, yeah, and he just like stopped responding. I haven't talked to him in 3 days. We just like, he's just ghosted me. And I was like, were you planning on going out on another day with him? No. So why the fuck?
What do you care?
Yes, he could have given you the decency to say something, but he does not have to. He don't have to break up with you.
And also the fact that you had already pre-rejected him, but decided that you cared that he was going to, that he didn't text you. You wanted more of it. You know what? You got it.
And I made a video about that, and I'm like, listen, sometimes y'all got to understand, like the courting phase is to find out if they like you or not. Sometimes they don't. That's okay. Count your blessings that the nigga left. Instead of sticking around and trying to pursue a relationship with a bitch he don't like. They do that.
Imagine you find out that he don't like you after he already got you pregnant.
After he done got you pregnant. After you didn't put a fucking car in his name or some weird shit like that.
After he's been driving you around in your car for 2 years.
Picking you up from work late.
Now you got your mama wishing that she had a food number 3 son.
He know where home at, daughter. Yeah, but there was a lot of girls in the comments mad at me, like, you don't sound like a good friend.
So this is the thing. Sometimes it'd be the right message with nuance. And it'd be the right message, but it's lacking the nuance so that people can hear it. And the truth is, sometimes people just don't like you. And you don't need to pathologize the fact that you've been rejected. It's just okay. Or those were just not good people, but they're not clinically bad people.
It's not something wrong with them because they don't like you. Who the fuck are you? People don't like Beyonce.
And also, the thing that I find challenging is you're searching for this label in order to escape having to do anything about it. Because now that you've identified that this person is a narcissist, I don't need to change anything about my behavior. There was nothing about anything that I did or the way that I interacted that could be perceived as any type of bad way. This is all that they did this thing. and there's no accountability for me in that. And I strictly have a problem with that, because in every situation I go, there's something I did that I can change so that I don't end up with the same outcome.
Yeah. I don't always end up there, but I always ask that question first. I always start with me, and I don't know if I could have done enough to change it. I don't know but I always start with me. Is there anything that I did or done, perceived, whatever,
yes,
that could have, made him turn him off or whatever, if I'm thinking about it that much. But,
But the problem that I have is people are using the label to try to like do that instead of finding growth. Mm-hmm. Cause you just like, I identified the label, so now I don't have to do anything about it. It's like to me, if you identified that, let's say you finally after years realize that you have ADHD. Cool. That's great. Now, having ADHD is not where you stop. You don't all of a sudden go, I have ADHD.
That makes sense. I'm better now. Or that makes sense. I know how to.
That makes sense. And now the world needs to cater to me because I now have this label. No, now you understand. So the work is supposed to start now. The world doesn't mold to you. You figure out ways to navigate the world, because that's the way that the world works for everyone. Mm-hmm. Even people that do not have your particular whatever, everyone has to figure out how to navigate the world. And the world shouldn't needlessly make it hard for you to navigate it.
Right.
But you still got to figure out how to navigate it.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately like, and I don't mind talking about the ways in which people unneedlessly make it hard, because there are those people that do that, and we don't like them people, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that like there are in fact people that just don't want to do the work. And I mean on themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then there are people that want to do the work, but doing the work is like hard, and you need more support to do the work. But you got to figure out ways to navigate, bro.
You have to. I mean, you don't. But
you can choose. This is the thing. You can choose your hard.
Yeah.
That's one of them situations where a lot of time you can choose your hard. Yeah. And I think that's going to be a lot of the conversation that I have with my kids, is be like, yo, dog, you can choose your hard. You can choose to not do any of the things I'm telling you, not do your schoolwork, not pay attention, and run around and do all that shit. But when there's a certain point where you're going to have to leave my house.
That's great. I know the type of teenager that I was. That would not have gotten. I'm not saying that would not have been what did it for me, because here's what I would have thought. I can listen to my parents and not have fun right now, but set myself up and then move on to the next stage of life and maybe have it together. Or I can go ahead and have a good time right now. I'm going to get this fun in right now, and then still maybe or maybe not have it together. Like maybe figure the shit out.
I'm going to get the fun while the fun is good.
While I know I can. Because I know I can have fun right now. I know I can say fuck what they're talking about, and I can have fun right now. Or I can suffer right now in hopes that I set myself up to be able to have fun later, and then still can't. Because I didn't fucked around and had a kid when I was supposed to be being wild and free.
I thought about that as I was like getting ready for the pod. I was like, yo, bro, if I would have put the energy that I had in chasing women into like a business in my 20s, I could have been a millionaire. And I said, well, calm down. First of all, that's not true. There's not a business idea that you have had in the last however long that would have been like, oh yeah, this would have for sure make you a millionaire. Because you know how lucky you have to be? Like there are so many things that have to go right in order to make you a millionaire. Some of it is hard work. Mm-hmm. But also like you got to hit some things. Yeah. Eventually you got to hit some things to help you get there, cuz that just doesn't happen.
Yeah. The one realistic thing that I would, if I could go back and give myself a bit of advice to make me some money, knowing what I know about myself now, if I could go back to 18-year-old me and say, let me give you a career option, I would have got my ass on TikTok a whole lot sooner. There are other things that I could do if I wanted to work, but the skill set that I now know that I have, I would have been on TikTok in 2020 and I would have been off TikTok by now. I would have made so much money that I would no longer need, or I would be on TikTok very leisurely by now.
So if I would have got on in like 2018, right before the pandemic.
Well, it didn't become TikTok until 2020. I think 2020 or 2019. It was Musically before.
Oh.
Yes, this was Musically. It was a music app for kids.
I remember in like 2018. I remember someone telling me, "Hey, yo, you need to get on TikTok" in like 2018.
It was Musically then.
Oh, it was 2019.
Yeah. I know it was 2019, 2020 when it became TikTok.
2019, people were telling me I needed to get on TikTok, and I think I didn't really get on till 2021.
I didn't get on till April of 2022.
Yeah.
But and I only got on because somebody that I met on Vine was like, "You need to get on TikTok. Like that's a lane for you." I wish you would have told me that shit earlier.
Fair.
But I also was fighting against it because of Vine. Very millennial of me, I know. But I was just like,
we don't like the new things.
Yeah, like no, like this. It ain't Vine. No, it's not. It's much better actually. The videos are not 6 seconds long. I do credit Vine for a lot of like my humor, my ability to get shit to the point and fast and make the video. We don't need no 2 points. I give you so many one-liners because that's really all you can fit in a 6 second video is a one-liner. Like I give so many one-liners in a video because I've learned how to talk and get to the point and say it fast and make it funny because I came up with Vine.
TikTok was, you really needed it to be in 8 seconds. Mm-hmm. To do, and a lot of the clips that you were doing voiceovers for things that were between 0 and 15 seconds long, and that you ain't got to do a whole bunch with that, but you got to figure out how to make it fit your niche.
Yeah,
which was very easy for me. That shit became second nature to me. I'd be like doing random stuff and be like, oh, I can use that for a TikTok, and would.
Yeah,
because if I catch a sound and I make that shit trend, and then that used to be old TikTok, bro. I wish we would have had a podcast in 2020. The amount of times you would have gone crazy because of things you said and just sounds.
And people don't be using sounds the way they used to, man. I be so disappointed scrolling under them sounds. Like,
damn.
I love. Do you remember that sound? Damn, I'm finna forget how it goes. It was a bunch of young girls. Like performing, but the common theme was whenever you go by your daddy people's house, and they would sing. It was like a little chant. You know how kids do like a little chant or whatever. But it was I cannot remember how it goes. But I used it in a way that nobody else did. Like I used it like when you at work and your coworker kids come up there really trying to sell their candy bars, and I'm like listening to the little bop. I'm like, okay, let me get a little bit, use some money for this little candy bar.
But that's being creative like that is fun on TikTok, or it used to be.
They don't really do that no more.
No, it's not that's not
you know one thing, I love black people so much because we have the ability to make so much stuff funny. But one genre that I don't particularly care for, not because it's not funny, but just because of how unoriginal it is like when people just redo other videos that went viral.
Oh yeah, when they just like recreate.
Yeah, they just recreate them, and it's like it's funny. It's funny because I saw the original. It's funny on its own, but I'm confused if I didn't see the original. I'm looking at your
interpretation of the...
Right. But no, not even. They literally just be redoing it. They're not adding or changing anything. It's just they're redoing it with their voices, but the exact same thing. And anytime I watch a video and I'm confused, if it's like a short video, and I'm confused, more than likely go to the comments. I just left the original. Just saw the original. Here's the original. And I'm like, yeah, y'all just like it's still funny, but you don't get no points from me for that. You're literally just doing what you saw. So like, and you're doing this because it's viral. That video went viral, so you're redoing it so you can go viral too. That shit corny, but it worked.
That's ass.
Yeah, they be doing it.
I don't like it. Let me see if we got anything else on this docket. Which was a nastier era? Hooping shorts under jeans or no show socks / no socks era?
As somebody who don't really wear socks, I wear socks like shoes. Like I will put socks on to walk around the house and then take them off before I put my shoes on. So I use socks as a barrier between me and the floor inside. That's pretty much it. I don't really wear socks.
You be barefooted in your shoes?
Yeah, unless it is a shoe that like
in tennis shoes?
Yeah.
That don't feel uncomfortable?
Some of them do, like my Vapor Max do, but that's just because of where the laces are. It itches the top of my foot because of the tongue and the laces. But I wear a lot of Huaraches, a lot of Prestos. No, I don't have that problem at all.
I'm learning new things about you every pod.
Yeah, I don't usually wear socks. I wear socks in my Vapor Max and any Jordans. But most of my sneakers are Huaraches or Prestos, and I don't wear socks with those.
Are you wear a lot of shorts?
No, I never wear shorts.
So then your legs are okay. That makes sense.
Oh, but even if I didn't, you could just see my ankle. That's fine.
Wow.
Yeah. And when I do have on socks, they don't match. My sock drawer is nothing but loose socks. I don't ever fold them.
I had to get little one some socks because she the same way. She also didn't have any long socks.
The only long socks I have are for show.
Which is why I got her those.
Yeah. But it's not because I don't have socks. Like Vet could go buy me some socks right now, and you know how socks come? They don't come folded up. They come. Mm-hmm. I'm just finna take the little thing that's holding them all together, the little plastic part that's holding them all together, take that out and throw them in my drawer. I'm not folding them together. They all ankle socks. I just need them to be the same size. I really don't give a shit what color they are. I just need them to be the same size.
Fair. I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw this thing about saying, how do you get a man that is a late bloomer to realize that he's attractive? And she was talking about how
you let that nigga think he ugly for the rest of his life, because as soon as he realized that he fine, bitch, he's going to leave you. A nigga who ain't never been fine before, all of a sudden getting fine and then finding out that nigga is going to leave you. He ain't never had nothing. You finna tell this nigga he got options? He's going to leave you in the dust, friend. Don't do it. Tell him he's ugly. Tell him he's ugly. Tell him his hairline is crooked. Push it back a little bit if you can secretly do it. Don't let him know. Because once that nigga find out he fine, it's a wrap. You're done. You're done.
You're a hater.
The showers. Huh?
You're a hater.
Yeah, the biggest.
Biggest.
Yeah, keep
those. The biggest. The largest. The biggest. Yeah. The largest, bro. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, you can't let no nigga. The only thing worse than a fine nigga is a nigga that know he fine. And the only thing worse than that is a nigga that just became that. A nigga been fine all his life, he know what to do. A nigga that ain't never been fine before.
She was talking about how like he don't really think he's attractive, and she got like girls that are like supermodel playmates, and they're like, no, he's attractive. And she's like, and she tells him this. This is the thing. You couldn't tell me no shit like that, because I'd be confused. I'd be like, I'd tell them prove it. I don't even know what I mean by prove it, but tell them prove it, because I don't believe them. I think you're saying this to make me feel good about myself, and I don't appreciate it, actually.
One time I worked with an ex, right? Like we were dating and we worked together, and we worked in customer service, and a heavy set gentleman hit on me while we were at work. And then I talked to him about it later. I just casually brought it up. I told him I had a boyfriend. It wasn't a big deal. And he kind of made it out like, that nigga hit on you. I'm not like, so like, look at that nigga. That nigga could have took your bitch. Do you understand that?
You thought because he was a little chunky, he wouldn't go.
And like, imagine if that nigga took your bitch. You need to relax. Like, I brought that up because how fine somebody else is has never made me more flattered that they like me. I don't think. I could be wrong. Okay, let me see how to say this without let me say it out loud to see if I mean it, because I'm saying this, but I might hear it and be like, that's not actually true. If somebody who I find really attractive, if somebody who has access to a lot of attractive people thinks I'm attractive, it doesn't make me feel any more attractive than if this nigga over here feels like I'm attractive. Just some random nigga. I don't like. As far as how I feel about myself, like if Craig from the corner store said, "Wow, you are gorgeous," and then Michael B. Jordan said, "Wow, you are gorgeous," I don't feel any more gorgeous. I'm more flattered because of who you are, but I don't feel prettier because Michael B. Jordan said it. Like in this case with the supermodel saying, "Oh, he's attractive," I wouldn't feel more attractive. I would be more flattered, but my self-esteem probably would go up just because it's a flex.
I think I probably would, because this is the thing. If let me, who's someone that I can think of?
Megan Fox or what's the other white girl? Margot Robbie. She fine.
Why did it have to be a white girl?
She fine.
True.
She not white. She Margot.
Okay. All right. You said it.
That's a bad bitch. I'm so sorry. That bitch fat. That bitch finding a motherfucker out. It used to be Mila Kunis for me when she was like that young adult era is no longer. But
yeah.
But Margot.
I'm trying to think of if Sanaa Lathan was like, "Oh my goodness, you are so handsome." Mm-hmm. This thing, I would have to pause for a second. I'd feel a little.
But is that because of how attractive she is, or because of who she is? That's Sanaa Lathan. You have been.
It's always okay. It's partially about how attractive she is, because it's more fun when the people that you find attractive find you attractive. Mm-hmm. Like that's always I always find it like when I'm around people that are also fine, like oh you fine. Mm-hmm. You also think I'm fine. That's so dope. Mm-hmm. I really, really like this. I don't feel ungood about someone that I don't necessarily find attractive being like, "You're attractive." I'm like, I still appreciate that. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't give me that same damn.
I think I'm more flattered. Like I'm more flattered if that person is also attractive.
Yeah, because I feel like, oh wow.
But in the realm of self-esteem, it does not increase.
It doesn't change.
So that's why I brought that up about the models. Like just because these women are gorgeous, them telling him that he's attractive may not boost his self-esteem. It's flattering because wow, you be around a lot of other people. You be around, models, male models, and you see them and you think that I am attractive as well. But it doesn't make me any more attractive than the nigga who has access to the internet, who can look at tons of Victoria's Secret models all day and he think I'm attractive. It doesn't make me feel it does flatter me more though.
Well, yeah. Well, and now especially because I don't know, it's different being online than being in, because online anybody can tell you anything because everybody has seen everybody. Mm-hmm. But in person, that feels different. Like
I can say it does feel good when I meet people in person and they tell me
yes.
Like
that is, and I think it's that is because if the girl that I am somewhat attracted to tells me, if the girl that I see at the coffee shop that I think is like cool and is cute or whatever thinks that I'm attractive, that's cool, that's cute. If I meet Sanaa Lathan in person and Sanaa Lathan tells me that she thinks that I'm attractive, I'm gonna have to pause for a second and try to maintain my composure because you fine as hell.
I do agree. I just think my reasoning is different. I think
fair.
I think for me it won't be because they're fine. It's because of who they are. Like if Michael B. Jordan said something to me and a nigga who looks like Michael B. Jordan said something to me about the way I look, I feel like my but that's Michael B. Jordan. I am a fan of you. I have been watching you for a long time. Feel like I've been knowing you since you were on The Wire. Like I've been watching you for a long time. So I am flattered because of who you are, not because of what you look like. Because of who you are and what you have access to, but not because you fine. Because fine don't know fine. I know some people. I know some fine niggas with some ugly baby mamas.
The way you said I ain't no hoe.
Because I wasn't gonna say that. Because that was kind of, you know what I'm saying. I didn't need to say that, but I did.
but see, the thing is, I feel like sometimes your baby mama or your baby daddy's not fine, not because because like they just aged bad. They wasn't like this when you first got them.
And sometimes they was always ugly. And sometimes that's just what they like, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. People feel like, oh, you got your girlfriend look like this. Why would you cheat? Because that's not. Oh,
he for
every bad bitch, it's a nigga that's tired of looking at her.
he loves I heard it described as like niggas love steak. Every now and again, they want some fucking Whataburger.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I just don't want my stomach to hurt. Like I don't.
I have just gotten used to it. I am lactose intolerant. Life is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, for the first time in a long time, I had about this much left of my Chipotle bowl. I ate that bitch straight across. And when I tell you that bowl was dry across, not a grain of rice for 75% of the fucking bowl. Actually, I've been using ChatGPT to track my calories because it's so much easier that way. I don't have to look anything up. For the things that are like fast food, he can just look them up. For the things that are more like we went to a soul food restaurant, I've just been taking a picture of my plate before, telling him what everything is, and then taking a picture after and saying, this is how much I ate. And he's like, and I told him to put a grid on it. Vet told me to tell him to put a grid on it so he can like actually do it like accurately. And he's like, okay, you ate 60% of this, you ate 30% of this. A typical serving size is this much, so this is about how many calories you got. And I don't have to think about it at all. Just take the pictures and send them to him. So that's been helping me out a lot. I've been hitting my 2,000 calorie a day goal by like 3-4 o'clock.
Good shit. We love that.
Yeah. Y'all gonna tell me if I get fat?
They will, because they're the internet and they don't care. But I wouldn't do you like that. We would have a conversation. I'd be like, hey, friend. Are
you still on that medicine?
Have you noticed any weight gain? Any speedy weight gain over the last? Because I'm
those
concerned.
Pants.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Because maybe
I was editing some clips, and it just seems like from this episode to this one, something's changed. I don't know. Let me zoom in on your.
It would have to be like drastic for me to be like, God damn, bro.
Are you cool?
Yeah,
you got a thyroid issue or something? What's going on?
Got a thyroid issue, but absolutely, you could absolutely have a thyroid issue.
I did. I'm mostly good. I got a full panel when I went to the doctor. My cholesterol was a little bit high. It's on the higher side of normal, but still within normal range. But my vitamin D was low. My sister works at a lab, so she knows how to read the results and stuff like that. I was telling her, I was like, yeah, it says my vitamin D is a little bit low. She said, what number? Well, like, what's the number? I said 32. She was like, oh, girl, you're fine. Mine is 8. I said, wait a second.
Nigga, that's not good. That's what is the recommended number, first of all?
It's not like mine, like the recommended number is like 35, something like that. Mine is on the lower end of normal, but it's still within normal range. She was like, oh, girl, you're fine. Mine is 8.
Bro, what you on?
If you don't take your ass outside,
get you some sun.
It's vitamin D, girl. It's hot as shit. Go outside, please. I stay on my porch.
She's the incredibly light skinned one, right?
Then excuse me. That's my best friend. Then the bitch got the nerve to be talking about, I went to Sephora and she gonna try to shade match me with this light ass makeup. This is not my shade. I said, put it on. You might not want to hear this, bitch, but that is you. You are pale.
Yo, pale is crazy.
She is. She needs some sun. And then her face is lighter than the rest of her body.
Of course. Oh, she's neon. I don't even know you like that. My bad, bro. Oh,
Yeah, her face lighter than the rest of her body. I'm like,
this is the time you're supposed to be out so you can maintain.
Go get you some sun.
In the winter months. That's crazy.
She sent me a picture the other day. I said, is this from winter? Is this from December or what?
I took this yesterday. Oh, no.
Bitch, you need some sun. Are you a vampire? You need some sun right now.
What the fuck you got going on? It's crazy.
And she pissed me off with that shit. This is not my shade.
See, now you know what it feels like to have your friends brat at you. Is
that what that is?
That's exactly. You be like, yo, shut the fuck up talking to me. Don't do that.
Put it on. We can solve this right now.
No, yeah.
We can solve this. It ain't no bad. We can solve this right now. Put it on. Now, I will say this. The lady did not shade match her right. She gave her shade.
Fair.
But I don't need you to match my face. I need you to match my neck. Like her face is lighter than the rest of her body. So she gave her makeup that matched perfectly to her face. Yeah, baby, you're that color. For surely. But we need a shade darker than that, which is the color of the rest of your body. So that when I'm looking at you face forward, this needs to be. Yeah, like you can be smooth as hell here, but if that don't match this, then you look crazy. So she did give her the wrong makeup, but no, that's you for shit show. That's your color. You might want to use that as a base for everything else. Like she was spot on. She ain't never been more right about nothing else. That's your color. You just need something else to match your neck.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, I do have other things on this docket, but we still didn't make it to that break room question. We started going. And I was like, I remember I looked earlier and I was like, oh, we can.
It's lighter in there.
No. We've been on here for a while. So thank y'all for being here another week, liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving comments with timestamps. We greatly appreciate it. I have been RJ from the Neighborhood Dom, and this is
Aaron,
aka
Big Rocks.
Not the little one.
Never the little one.
We are your favorite
not even when she's being possessed. Sorry.
Home of you, the best coworkers in the world. We'll see y'all back here next week. Bye.
Bye.